cracked open. A man holding a steel pipe, looking wary, stepped out. "ID," he said curtly. I pulled the ID I'd prepared from my pocket and handed it over. He checked it, then looked me up and down. "Just you? Where are your supplies?" I lowered my head at his words, my voice carrying just the right tremor of fear. I was robbed on the way. "This is all I have left." The man frowned. He seemed skeptical, but faced with my frail frame and pitiful appearance, he finally let his guard down. "Come in, remember the rules. All newcomers must hand over half their supplies for redistribution." My heart sank at his words. Luckily, I'd come prepared, so I nodded obediently, handing over a bottle of water and half a pack of crackers. The man took them. A flicker of disdain crossed his eyes, but he still waved his hand and let me pass. Once inside the complex, the scene let me breathe easier. The atmosphere remained tense, but at least there was order. People were patrolling. Others were reinforcing the defenses. There were also women and children gathered in the community center. It was like an island in the apocalypse, temporarily cut off from the carnage outside. An older woman at registration told me that a man called Brother Bao now ran things. He used to be the property manager here. After the apocalypse hit, he awakened Earth element powers and organized a guard to protect everyone. All residents received daily rations based on contribution points. To earn more, you had to join the patrol or logistics teams. I claimed poor health and didn't join any team for now. My priority was finding my parents. With an anxious heart, I ran to my doorstep, only to find the security door forced open and the inside ransacked. Seeing this, my heart plummeted. I rushed inside, frantically calling for Mom and Dad, but only deathly silence answered. A thin layer of dust covered the living room table, showing they'd been gone for days. There were signs of struggle on the floor, but no blood. A small mercy, perhaps. I collapsed onto the floor. Unprecedented confusion and fear gripped me. I had no idea where to search. As I sat there, dazed, footsteps approached outside. A leering voice rang out. Well, looks like we missed one." I jerked my head up to find two men blocking the doorway. The one in front had a shaved head, eyeing me with unmistakable malice. I recognized him. He was Scorpion, a small-time lieutenant under Brother Bao. Scorpion licked his lips, his gaze raking over me like I was fresh meat on the chopping block. "Your household head owed Brother Bao quite a few contribution points the other day. They got kicked out. This place is ours now." My eyes narrowed. "What did you do to my parents?" Just kicked them out. That is what happens to the useless in the apocalypse. But you seem capable enough. If you're willing to stick around and run errands for us, handle a few things, we might consider letting you scrape by here." I'd been so naive, thinking this place was a safe haven. Turns out, it is the same law of the jungle. As they drew closer, my hand slipped quietly toward the side pocket of my pack. Inside lay a fruit knife I'd sharpened to a gleaming edge. But just as I braced to fight for my life, a cold female voice cut through from the doorway. "Stop." Scorpion and his men froze mid-step when they saw who it was. Their grins stiffened instantly, replaced by fawning deference. The woman in the doorway wore black combat gear. She carried a Tang Dao in her hand, its blade still streaked with dark red stains. Several equally formidable team members followed behind her. I knew her. This was Shen Ling, captain of Blade, the strongest combat squad in the guard, rumored to have awakened a rare metal-type ability. Her strength was unfathomable. Brother Leopard's most trusted weapon. Shen Ling ignored Scorpion, her eyes settling on me as she asked flatly, "What is going on?" I seized the lifeline and spoke urgently. "They're trying to bully me." Scorpion's face shifted as he rushed to explain. "Captain Shen, don't listen to his nonsense. His parents owed contribution points. We're just here to collect the property. Does collecting property require two of you and blocking the door?" Her voice wasn't loud, yet carried absolute authority. "Get out now." Scorpion fled as if granted amnesty, dragging his men out in a panic. Once the danger passed, my tensed body went slack, and I nearly collapsed. Shenling studied me, her brow furrowing slightly. "Stay away from that crowd from now on." She clearly didn't want to get involved further. She turned to leave. I quickly called out to stop her. "Captain Shen, do you know where they took my parents?" "They're Lin Jiangguo and Wang Shumei." Shenlin thought for a moment, then seemed to remember. "Brother Bao sent everyone without supernatural abilities. along with the elderly and disabled who couldn't do heavy labor, to the abandoned factory outside the north gate, calling it letting nature take its course. My heart sank. An abandoned factory like that. No food, no protection. How is that any